That is huge. So one recommendation I have with regards to Berde, and I've seen that being neglected in Malaysia, in the GBI system, because people think there are no alternatives there. There are alternatives. In Singapore, even in Malaysia, you can buy cement with fly ash and blast furnace slag mixed in it, which is greener cement because some of the cement has been replaced by waste materials that have similar properties, so the carbon footprint has been massively reduced. We are working currently on a project in India where we're going to reduce the carbon footprint massively and at the same time even reduce the cost of the concrete by using locally available waste materials. And the carbon footprint can be reduced by about 70%. Those are not easy things. You need infrastructure, you need access to raw materials, you need the players in the marketplace to work together. Even my company, we cannot stomach that alone. We are a small, young dynamic company from Germany, but we don't have big concreting or manufacturing infrastructure. But the one project we did here in the Philippines was a flooring system for a peanut manufacturer, and the carbon footprint of our flooring was about 70% lower of what they were originally planning, which was a normal standard cement flooring. So even on the envelope of our buildings, we can massively reduce the CO2 emissions. So we need to build those things as well into the green building indexes, the rating systems that we have. One of the things I've observed as well is often you get points for using certain technologies. But we need to move away from technology focus towards actual environmental performance focus. If we measure the real carbon footprint of our building envelope and the ongoing consumption and any other positive benefits like turning nitrogen dioxide into oxygen, those are the things that we need to look at. Net environmental results, rather than how much of this or that technology have we employed. And that is where the British system, BREEAM, actually has more performance focus than the LEED system. The whole world has adopted a LEED philosophy, the US system, because the US guys were the best at marketing and branding and setting up a certification system. The Germans have had something called passive house, since 20 odd years. It's a very established technology, but they were never good in branding it or turning it into a certification system. That's why the world doesn't know about it. Even passive elements, there is no point in us spending huge amounts of money on solar technology if we can reduce the temperature through passive solutions in the first place, which are going to be more cost effective and more sustainable. Solar, wind and everything else is very, very powerful, but you know, we need to look at passive solutions first and then the active solutions support them on top. I was in Japan in December at Miyako Island. They want to be an eco island. There are even strange things happening there, like they have a lot of wind in Miyako Island. But they have so much wind that the first set of wind turbines they put up there were blown away by a typhoon and they couldn't find any peace anymore. Or in Malaysia, there's no point in setting up big wind turbines because there's hardly any wind there. So we need to look at what is feasible, what makes sense, and what is most cost effective. If we are pushing technology that might struggle to work in terms of maintenance in a couple of years' time, and with technology always comes the maintenance issue, so passive solutions are usually as well easier to maintain in that sense. If we come up with cost-effective solutions, then the market will accept it. The reputation we've got still is, oh, it's going to be more expensive. Yes, it's going to be more expensive, but the faster the return is, the better. And we need to start really promoting what we are doing from a sentimental and emotional point of view, future generations, as well as value for money points of views. This is my brother's daughter. The bell is ringing. Take a moment to think about your children. Take a moment to think about the children in your family. Take a moment to think about the future generations deriving from you and your family in 50 years. What will their life be like? What are you doing at the moment to make their future sustainable? Connect with them. Think about their air quality. Think about the sustainability of their life. Isn't it worth that we do our best, not just for business and commercial reasons, but for the sake of humanity, for the sake of the environment, for the sake of future generations? Are you doing all you can to turn your life into a carbon sink, to turn your building into a carbon sink and an air purification machinery? Is your life living the responsibility of your future generations? Are you doing all you can? Are you really doing all you can? Thank you.